Welcome to the Doug Strabo Show. Today we have a special guest with us, Brennan Wong. Brennan, how are you today?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
How are you holding up throughout this pandemic?
Doing pretty good. Just relaxing at home. I will hang out with some of my friends here and there, but in a safer matter. And pretty much the rest of 2020 is just mostly me relaxing at home, trying to stay safe, and hopefully this whole thing will blow over soon.
Yeah, I hope so. It's been tough for a lot of people.
Yeah, and
family, friends, co-workers.
Oh yeah, definitely. And right now, I'm still lucky that my family hasn't had COVID yet, so I'm trying to keep it that way, especially with the COVID vaccines now being officially made and being released publicly.
Moderna and Pfizer, right?
Yeah, Moderna and Pfizer.
Yes.
I'm Doug Serraro. I talk sports, politics, and faith. This is the Doug Serraro Show.
I've noticed more people are getting into the UFC. They love watching it. People are betting, making money. Mm-hmm. Do you think it could be because of personalities like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Nate Robinson, all these people that we know want to get into the fights?
Well, I mean, like, if you have people like, Conor McGregor, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, pretty much any fighters that have the ability to influence the majority of fans and audiences to watch them fight, that would be really good for the business. Because not only that kind of stuff attracts fight fans, but most times you want to see the fighters, like, see how well they do in the ring. The other times you want to see, like, them getting beat up. Because, like, for example, Logan and Jake Paul, majority of people don't like Jake Paul, and majority of people like Logan Paul, so it's kind of like a huge, like, one-sided difference. But there will be some fans that will like Jake Paul and will dislike Logan Paul. But since Logan and Jake are boxers, and since they're professionally boxing at this point, you can kind of see the influence that they have had over the boxing community. Because not only that they're YouTubers and they have, like, high amount of following, but it has also brought more attention to boxing than it ever was before, because throughout the era of the UFC's getting its popularity, and, like, also just like how Conor McGregor helped gain that popularity, boxing was nearly dead at this point, and most people didn't want to watch boxing anymore because it was so boring, the marketing sucked, and they never, like, had a good, like, way of promoting their fights, because their fights would, the way they promote it is just so flat out boring, and they only promote fighters who are, like, the main event. They don't promote the people who are fighting on the undercard.
In the beginning, how important is it to have the fans to watch the pre events before the main guy? Because it seems like, I know from my experience, my main focus was to watch McGregor versus Mayweather. I didn't even care about the prior events. But how important is it for the UFC, Dana White, to get more people to watch the prior events before the main one?
The prelims or the undercards, it's important to Dana White, because not only that he actually knows how to fill those cards with, like, potential fighters that have the ability to, like, be very popular and showing very good fights from them. It's just that he knows how to market them very well. But unlike boxing, every time you see a prelim card or an undercard of like boxers fighting on that same event, the promoters who or the marketing for boxers in the boxing community, it sucks. It's not that good, because the way they promote those kind of fighters under those cards, like, they just kind of undermine them in a way, and they only focus the promotion on the top fighters, like, who are fighting on the co-main event or the main event. That's it. And they get paid more, and obviously, like I said before, they get paid more. And while the fighters on the prelims or the undercard, they get underpaid a little bit, but I mean, they still get paid decently well in a way. I don't know how much the prelim fighters on or boxers get paid on that kind of event, but that's what I know so far.
We have Andrew on.
We'll see what happens.
Then we gotta have commercials. We gotta do breaks.
Like I said, we'll see what happens, and also depends on our schedules too, because not everybody can be free at the same time, So we'll see what happens from there.
Well, let's just give a congratulations to James, great producer for the Doug Strabo Show. That you did a great job with all this, with the setup. Thank you, James.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a little bit of a low clap, but whatever.
So we had Brendan Wong on today. It's been a great show. I bet the ratings are going to look good. Thanks, Brendan.
Anytime, and hopefully the ratings do go up as well. But I don't know. We'll see once you upload this.
We will.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much.
The press is always waiting for me. So I just had a great show with Brendan Wong. Highly intelligent when it comes to UFC. I think the ratings are going to look good. Everything's going to be on my apps. But most importantly, he was a great guest. You know, he's been one of the best guests that I've had in a while. So again, Brendan Wong, thank you. See you next time. Take care, guys. Have a happy holiday.